It doesn't matter if you play Iracing, ACC, LMU or Live for Speed, there will always be dangerous drivers. Yeah, thank you. The LMU devs tried to fix this with the new driver badge update. This badge system has been introduced a couple of weeks ago, and I think it has been a great addition to not only LMU but the sim racing community as a whole. It is a separate system that goes hand in hand with the safety rating system. Driver badges are visual indicators assigned to players based on their contact ratio over the last 10 races. This way they try to encourage clean racing with other players and that you can see and prepare for who you are racing against. But does it actually work? Let me share my experience. You start with a rookie badge and after 10 races you'll be assigned to one of the following badges. Trusted driver, an experienced racer with excellent on-track conduct. Good driver, demonstrates consistent low contact racing. Warning, high contact ratio, improvement needed to avoid penalty. If you get a warning badge, you will have to show the system that you can race cleanly and improve to good driver or trusted driver badge. But if you don't, you can get banned from the game. After the ban, you get a probation badge, so other people can see that you've been banned and you get re-evaluated. If you continue to be reckless, you can get a permanent ban. But how does this system actually work in the real world? I think this system has been a great step in the right direction. I think of myself as a hard but fair racer. I will defend like a lion, but I always try to be fair. I always leave space to the other driver if needed, for example. Sometimes there are little contacts, but almost never there is something major. But although I think of myself as a pretty safe driver, I myself have been degraded once to the dangerous driver badge. Of course I have warning. Whoa, we are in split 8! What? We went from split 1 to split 8 in like 3 races. And this was just in a couple of races. It's not like I have these massive shunts into like 10 cars, but it's like this little love taps while hard racing. A big shunt I had is, for example, where my pedal broke, like this. Oh no, my pedal broke. Yeah, pedal broke. Pedal broke, pedal broke, pedal broke. Or this one where I went for a very opportunistic move. And I know this is a dumb move, but he made a mistake and I tried to capitalize on it. Send it. And this guy is not happy. Hello, that was a full-on send! I don't know what this guy was doing, but this move was on. And he was not happy. He's just pushing me off track, man. As you can see, I left more than enough space on the outside, but there were of course some little taps on the side with this car. In my opinion, this is just part of what GT3 racing is all about. It's like a breed of downforce cars, but also like the older touring cars. So in my opinion, this kind of racing is just part of GT3 racing. The problem with these little love taps is that they do decrease your safety rating, and they especially do decrease your badge rating. You can see in this clip, for example, that we were very respectful, but there were some little contacts. As you can see in the post-race breakdown, these little love taps did make an impact on my safety rating and badge rating. I think maybe it is better to have a system like Iracing where you get a 0x for small little taps, and it can increase to a 4x when as a result of that small tap someone crashes, for example. I think that's a very good system Iracing has. These small love taps are part of what racing is, in my opinion, especially in these cars. This is a very fine line, of course, as you don't want to promote argy-bargy racing and sending it every corner, every lap, and just dive bombing everyone. That's not what I want. And I know there are different opinions about this topic, so let me know if you agree or disagree with me here. What the badges did do is keep me more on top of who I was racing against. For example, in the multi-class races, I knew if an LMP, for example, was a dangerous driver or a trusted driver, and I changed my moves and how I led the LMP by according to that. Let's make some room for this LMP. Shit's crazy in the pits, guys. And I also did see a big difference on average between a trusted badge racer and a dangerous one. I do think the matchmaking system in the bronze races are a little bit too sensitive on the driver badge at the moment. Every time I had my good driver badge, I got put in the lower splits and I immediately just farmed podiums and pole positions. It was just not fun for me to race against, as I was seconds ahead from like P2, P3, P4, etc. And I'm not the only one. There was even one guy in my community who said that he purposely goes back to good driver instead of trusted driver, so he gets matched up with his own skill level. Races like these, where the skill level is not at all matched, are not fun for the fast drivers and are not fun for the slow drivers. This needs to be addressed. These were good for my safety rating and driver badge though. So I think a slightly better balance between driver badge and driver rating would be better for the system in my opinion. Guys! Split 21! What? I do think for rookies and lower splits it's a very good system to have like the good and trusted drivers in one pool and the dangerous drivers in another pool. This way you have less skilled people but who are very safe, more bunched together. And you really promote safe racing with this, I think. I also think it's quite easy to get promoted from a bad badge to trusted or good driver badge again. Which is good in my opinion. You just need to do a couple of races where you're extra careful and do clean laps and you will be out of a bad badge in just a couple of races. I know this from experience as I've been in good driver badge 2 times already. I also want to say that I'm very happy to see that people actually start getting banned now for purposely torpedoing people and that these incidents will get reviewed manually. As you can see in the screenshot, quite a few people are returning from a ban, so that's very good that they do this. All in all, I think this system is so awesome and I'm so happy that they implemented this, but I think they need to analyze their data, analyze what the community think and balance things more out in the future. I think with little tweaks to the system you have an extra layer of encouragement to drive safely with other racers. What is your guys' experience, especially in the lower to mid splits? Do you see a big difference with how it was before or do you not see a big difference at all? Let me know down in the comments. I'm very interested to see what you guys think. All in all, I want to sincerely thank the developers for actually trying to listen to the community and actually trying to improve the online system as we know it today in sim racing. There's been a recent influx in people saying that there are more rammers in every simulator, so I hope this really helps with conquering that problem. Okay guys, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this little different video. Let me know what you think of this video down in the comments. Leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and more sim racing content and live streams are coming for you today. And also don't forget to become a member. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.